All right, we are just getting started here. Hold on, let's make sure our audios are doing the audio thing. They look okay. It is Monday, September 9th. Hope everybody's having a good Monday so far. I know it's probably too early to know how bad it is. Yeah, Mondays are all, I remember back when I used to work, Mondays were always a disaster. Hi, good morning. CX, good morning. Got to get our audio fixed here. Made some changes to the stream, and I'm not sure it's going to be good, but we'll see. Aaron, good morning. Joaquin, good morning. I don't know why my audio is. Oh, you know what? I was playing a little bit of quads last night. That's what's going on here. We got our audio all screwed up. All right. Now I know you can't hear the gameplay right now. It's actually just an intro screen cover. We haven't actually launched into a game yet. We're just getting warmed up here. All right, we're launching into a game. Sorry about the delay there. Little Bobber, good morning. Kurt, Doom, Jared, C-Tuck. Everybody's starting to jump in. Starscreen, Kenzie Kills is up early today. Yeah, we have our first cup of coffee going. It is Monday. Some people aren't really a fan of Mondays, but you know, to me, pretty much every day is the same. Why can't we see the gameplay? Hold on. Oh, you know what? There we go. Thank you for that, CGS Chris. You should be getting the gameplay any second now. I knew there was a problem. Yeah, I was switching up some of my scene stuff yesterday, trying to get everything working, and we had some messages on Saturday that the TikTok gameplay was a little fuzzy. Bobby Drake, no, that was a problem on my side. I have my previews turned off on TikTok just because it seems to bog the system down. What am I doing? Thank you, CGS Chris. Yeah, so that went very poorly. I don't know. I feel like my keys are all screwed up. Oh, you know what? I changed some keybinds in Black Ops 6, and I wonder if that carries back over to Warzone. It shouldn't. It should be two separate games, but I guess it's okay. Kissed, welcome for the follow this morning. All right, we're just not even trying this morning. All right, we'll do better. That was not good. Hope everyone is having a good Monday morning. Jamie, good morning. Gordash, I got your friend request yesterday, so we're all set if you ever see me on in the afternoon. Kinsey, how was my weekend? My weekend was pretty good. Did a lot of outside work. I did a quick video on one of the trees I had to cut down, so that was fun. We had our normal Saturday night thing at the Redneck Fairground. That's always a good time. And what else? What else happened? Mrs. P and I drove the CJ5 around town. It was cold. It's 48 degrees this morning. I don't know why. I mean, I'm ready for fall though. I'm really ready for that. Didn't know I had an extra pair of earmuffs in my headset. Found them yesterday. They are cloth, feel different. I didn't know that. Glock, what your user? I'm trying to play later if I'm down. My name is DPGladius on Warzone, so you should be able to find me pretty easy. I don't know what my gamer tag is. I mean my hashtag number, but you'll find me, I'm sure. C-Tuck, thanks for the advice regarding boot camp. My gameplay is already getting better. Yeah, boot camp is a good time. You can jump in there, no sweats to worry about until you get to like end game. You'll usually run into one sweaty team that just wants to get in there and beat up on new people, but that's okay. I mean, you're not really expecting to win it when you're just learning, but it's a good training ground. You get to hear the audio cues, you get your looting down, loadouts under control, things like that. G-Man, thanks for the follow this morning. Anderson Isaac, good morning. Kenzie says, that sounds fun. Where is it? Oh, the video's on TikTok and YouTube. I put all my videos on TikTok because I usually just use my phone to record stuff. I'm not a fancy streamer or anything, so I don't have a special camera or any gear, any pin on microphones. No, we just kind of get out there with our webcam or our camera and raw dog it. Looked it up. Leather. You know, mine have the leather ear cup. I think there's another bag of stuff in my headset box too. So maybe there's some cloth ones also. I do know that in the wintertime when I first jump in the my streaming room, my headset is super cold, and I don't know. Maybe I just need to put the heat on in this room better or something. But the leather earmuffs are a little cold when you first put them on, but they usually heat up pretty quick. Anyway, did I get the tree moved? I did not. I got the tree cut, and that's about it. I think where the video left off is pretty much the last work I did. I just had so much other stuff going on this weekend. I actually had my brother come over for a while, and can't wait to see the video on the blacksmith. Yeah, it should happen pretty quick. I think today I'm going to get all the wood from the tree up to the sawmill, get that cleared out. Probably need an hour of tractor work to level the lot a little bit. And then we'll go ahead and get everything else going. JD, I'm confused. What are the different videos? Sorry about that, JD. We'll put the real game back on. I'm lost with your screen. Hold on, let's see what's going on. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, that's my bad. So I have a cover video, and I guess I screwed it up pretty bad because it's not working. All right, we'll forgo the whole cover video thing. Jonathan Vega should be cleared out now, I think. I don't know. See, that always happens every time we make changes. We don't test everything thoroughly. We kind of do it like Activision. We just make the changes and throw it out there and hope for the best. And usually that doesn't work out well. Game's a little glitchy. Great, a sniper rifle, that's helpful. Alright, well we gotta go this way. We got the guy up top. He's probably gonna try to ruin our day here. I would do that if I was up there. Yeah, I'm gonna redo my cover screens. I think using Warzone gameplay is probably a bad idea because it is super confusing. It's even confusing me. Sometimes I'll be playing the game and I'll be watching the cover screen video thinking, oh, well, I'm going to run up here and loot, and then all of a sudden I like do a left turn and nothing happens. It's like, where'd I go? So that's not good. Call me Pug. I had my Gladiator torn apart this weekend. Door and top off. Cold drive to work this morning. Yeah, we have the doors off on the CJ5 still, And we came home about 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, Saturday night, and it was cold. We had the heater on, but obviously with no doors, the heater really doesn't help a lot. New Dude, good morning. Aaron Ellis, good morning. Over on YouTube. All right, we have 8 grand. I don't see our card, so it must have dropped down. There it is. All right, let's go get our bunker. Ooh, that's going to be outside. Let's not do that one. Let's go ahead and get over to Old Town. I think that's probably a better bunkerage for us. Yeah, but I'm excited for the cold weather. I've had enough of summertime. Kinsey Kills, where's the redneck place at? My brother lives about 30 minutes away in a different cove. So it's the other side of the mountain ridge where we live. It's only like 3 miles straight line distance, but you have to drive all the way into town and all the way up the other cove because there's no roads over the top of the mountain. So yeah, it's over there. It's next door to his place. And all it is a hunting camp. They do a lot of deer hunting and bear hunting, and the guys all show up there like Friday after work, and they hang out there till Sunday. But we just go over Saturday night. They usually have a dinner put together, and we jump in on that. Probably shouldn't take the car, but we're going to do it anyway. This is like just telegraphing to everybody, hey, look at me, we're going to the bunker. Aaron Ellis, is the stream lagging? You know, I turned up the resolution on TikTok, and I think I changed everything to 720p instead of whatever it was. So if it's lagging, we'll have to change it back. But let's see if we can get a couple more people to agree it's lagging bad before we give up on it. There's Foresight, that's what we're looking for. Got a guy above us. Got our sneakers. Drop a mortar strike right on top of us. Another Foresight, we'll go ahead and pick it up. And I say we probably just get out of here. Where do we want to get? We want to get all the way over here somewhere. I hope we don't get destroyed. Well, that went better than expected. New Dude said it seems zoomed in. Hold on, we'll have to look at it. I don't think TikTok or YouTube shouldn't be zoomed in, but I guess stranger things have happened. Oh, you know what? I bet it is zoomed in because I changed the resolution for a little bit more resolution, and I bet I didn't change the scene. So that would mean that it's probably zoomed in. You know what I should always do? Every time I change something, I should go into a video record mode, record all the streams, and then watch them back before I just say, yeah, it's good enough. But we won't. We'll just say, it's good enough. Speed Freak says it's all good. Thank you, Speed Freak. All right. Well, somebody already knows where the last circle is. They got their mosquito up. They're in circle, waiting for the inevitable. All right. What don't we have? I think we have everything we need. How are we going to play this? We kind of want to be on this backside somewhere, so maybe get over here and then come in. think that's probably better than what we have going on right now. You got 2 people on top. Man, that was probably a while ago. Problematic, good morning. Mr. Heath, good morning. Aaron Ellis says, cool, I'll deal with it. Yeah, I hope it's not a bandwidth issue because I turned up the resolution and I hope it's... I mean, I don't really hope that Aaron Ellis is having problems on his end, but I'd rather it not be me this morning. All right, we're going to go ahead and loop around over to where I put that green mark. For a couple of reasons. There's a buy station on that side of the circle. Let's go ahead. We don't need this foresight, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just burn it so nobody else uses it. Not in a super hurry. We got one guy sitting over here on green mark. A guy right dead middle of circle. Oh, we got a guy close on the hill. Is he flying over? Why don't I see that guy anymore? There was a guy close, but he may have been flying it. We'll say he was flying it. This is not really where we want to be. Super hard to defend this area. I mean, I guess it's not any harder than any other area. Probably should stick to the plan and go to the far side over by that buy station. We have a lot of cash to get rid of. Kinsey slept for a full 8 hours. Oh, new bed and mattress feels great. That's awesome. Yeah, you know, a bad bed can really screw you up. In fact, I think I keep telling Mrs. P that I think our bed is too hard. And the reason I say that is I always have a problem with my left shoulder. And I think I sleep on my left side more. So that's what I'm blaming it on. It couldn't be the hard work outside or anything. It couldn't be getting old. It's got to be the mattress. All right, so we have foresight, we have everything we need, and we're just kind of running around. Not a smart thing to do, but got to do something. Go hang out in the cave. That would be good. Still got a couple slots to fill. Kinsey has a Ninja coffee maker. What kind of coffee pot do I have? I don't know. I think ours is great. It's something. I kind of want to say it's a Mr. Coffee, but I don't think it is. Man, it's probably death going to that buy station, isn't it? We don't really need anything. I mean, we could pick up a couple UAVs. Would be helpful late game. We're gonna try it. Just bet somebody's gonna unload on us right here. Good enough. We'll say that's good enough. All right, I don't know where we should go. JP Pickle, are you playing anyone? I don't know. There's 30 people left in the game. So I'm assuming we're playing with people. The only person we saw was right in the beginning. We are seeing a lot of open boxes though, so I kind of feel like there's people around here. There's got to be people somewhere. Yeah, all I know is at the coffee pot we have, when you fill the pot all the way up and go to pour it out, it dribbles a little bit. I don't like that. It's like, really? The only job you have to do on this coffee pot is make it so it pours nicely, and no, it dribbles a little bit. So got to get that sorted out. All right, so I don't know if this is a good spot because after this next circle, we're going to have to get down by that bicycle. We got a guy right in front of us. Not too interested in getting in that gunfight when I can't see the guy. I'm not running away from him, but I kind of lost him behind that truck, and I didn't want to screw it up too bad. All right, well, let's forget about him completely. Unless we see him peeking right here. I don't know. JP Pickle, what map is this? This is the big map. It's not Al Mazrah, it's Urkistan. All right, so we got this guy right inside this tunnel. He's going to have to come out before we have... Good Lord. Wasn't the same guy. It was somebody else coming out of the train tunnel. And we just got destroyed. But that's okay. There's zips out of the tunnel on top of the hill. Be careful. Yeah. The guy that was downstairs had a blue tracksuit on. The guy that shot us was someone else. We just got over-focused on that guy and popped the UAV ramp. I didn't think we needed the UAV, but absolutely, you were right. We should have done something there different. It's all right. We're going to get the UAV or a gulag and get right back in there. New dude has a Cuisinart coffee maker. It grinds the whole beans and makes the coffee. Man, that sounds complicated. Actually, it sounds pretty good. We used to do whole bean coffee where you actually had to put the beans in the grinder, all that stuff, and it was like, really? Oh no. Just like that, we got destroyed. Yeah, I don't know what ours is. Whenever I go get a refill, I'll let you guys know. I wouldn't recommend it though. All right, we're not even going to worry about the cover screen. We're going to just go straight up showing you the right screen because I have the cover screens all messed up. All right, we're going to fill our coffee. We're going to do better this time. We're going to try to play the game and not read chat as much, I think. Coda, thanks for the follow. JP Pickle, thanks for the follow. I'll be right back. All right, so our coffee maker is a Cuisinart coffee maker. It's not the fancy one that new dude has. It doesn't grind the beans and stuff. It's pretty much just oh, I don't know, a coffee maker. You put the coffee in the top, you put the water in the top, and coffee comes out. JP Pickle says Resurgence Island is the best. Yeah, I do play Resurgence a lot in the afternoon. That's a squad-based game pretty much, and in fact, I think they even took the solo mode of Resurgence away because it's not a very good game mode. It's kind of like multiplayer. You just go in and kill people, drop back in, do that over and over. Everybody ends up in the top 10 somehow, for the most part. Mr. Bobby Drake, you're not reading us. No, LOL. Yeah, we're trying to read. And it's hard in the morning, you know. You come in, you see all the new people jumping in, asking questions. And you got to answer the questions. All right, but we will try better-ish this time. No Phil says to focus. We got to focus. Gordash, I do have hay too. Grind coffee, then into mocha pot. It's nice, but not for when you're in a rush. Yeah, I don't think our coffee pot takes very long because we use pre-ground coffee. You just kind of put the filter in, you put the coffee in, put the water in. Wait a few minutes and it's good to go. All right, focus. We are not going to land right with somebody with a pistol because we know we can't shoot them. Here we are flying in. I'm trying to read chats. Call Me Pug has a Keurig K-Cup. You know, my mom has that. And my son has a Nespresso machine. And I don't know. It's kind of good, I guess. I'm not much into making one cup at a time. Could you imagine if I'm trying to stream and oh, I gotta go get a cup of coffee? You know, all of a sudden you have to take a vacation to go make coffee. I know, I could just call Mrs. P and say, hey, Mrs. P, I need a cup of coffee. And she could deliver one. You know what? We kind of need we need a gun. We don't need a sniper rifle. That's what we got. How about a gun? Just a gun. I'm trying to focus, but they're not helping us out here too much. There's got to be somebody up here. There's always somebody up here. I don't see anybody. All right, we'll see how this goes. Zombie says just put the coffee maker right next to me. Then we could just, yeah, I could do a little, I could have my own little Starbucks station behind me or something. No, we don't want to do that. I don't know. I'm not much into over-automation of stuff. I would rather work for my coffee. All right, let's go get this bunker real quick. I don't know if this is the right one to get, but we're going there anyway. As long as we don't get blasted out of the sky right here, we should be okay. I think we should drop to grab our loadout first, but I think we'll leave our loadout till after we get bunker. Go ahead and fly our UAV. Got somebody across the street, but I don't think they're a factor right this second. All right, Bull Gates, thanks for the follow. Hayes, thanks for the follow. Get our sneakers. Not really waiting to grab anything. We just kind of want to get all the way to the back, get our foresight locked down. Looks like we get specialists today. No foresight for us. Felt like we had somebody over the top of us. Make sure we don't have foresight laying here. I'm pretty sure they don't give it to you if you get the specialist. We have MTZ. Let's get a striker instead, and the Pulma yacht. And we have specialists, so we're pretty much set. Still like to get our loadout, but it's not imperative. Since we do have specialists, we really don't need a lot of vests or anything, but a medic vest I think might still be helpful. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody said it doesn't really matter. That there's a perk that you get with specialists that does the same thing as the medic vest. So I'm assuming they're correct. All right, let's go ahead and jump over here, get our loadout, or we can wait 15 seconds and we can get a loadout for free. Maybe we'll do that. Let's reevaluate life real quick. Let's go back to where we were. That was like the worst parachute flight in the world. Alright, well, that could have went better. Bull Gates, how many guns can you hold at one time? Technically you have 3 guns. You have an SMG or whatever 2 guns you want, and then if you're swimming in water, you always get your pistol. But you can't use your pistol unless you're in the water, which is kind of weird. But I know why they do it, because you can't shoot other weapons underwater, and if you don't have a pistol in your weapons, you're at a huge disadvantage. But your loadout has 2 weapons. You have a main weapon and a secondary, and then you have... Hold on, let's get this on the ground real quick. And then you just get that pistol for water situations, which for me doesn't really help much at all. Alright, what do we really need? We could use a self-revive. That's kind of it. Maybe throw a UAV up immediately. I don't see anybody in our immediate area, so we're not going to go hunting. Alright, we have 10 grand, so if we go back to the gulag, we'll still have 7,500. That's good. So at least we can buy our loadout again. And we really need to stop looting, because every time we open a chest or run anywhere, we're going to attract some attention. Bull Gates, thanks for answering my question. Just recently started playing. Love watching your streams. Thank you for that. Yeah, I am by far not the best gunfighter you're going to see, but I have a lot of fun trying. Alright. But we know the circle is going to go at least over to Old Town, so we should probably start working that direction. And we know there's going to be at least a couple people between here and there. So the BO6 beta is over in about 5.5 to 6 hours. My final, well, I've only played it twice. I played it once, like 4 games, and then actually I guess 3 times. Then I went back on with my controller and played a little bit, and then I went back on with keyboard and mouse and played again. So overall I probably have 12 games total, and I can honestly say I'm not going to buy the game. I didn't find it that much fun, was the biggest problem. It's not that the movement was a big issue, it's just with the time to kill and the movement and the clunkiness of everything, it just felt wrong. It just didn't... I would rather play... If I was going to play multiplayer, I think the current multiplayer is better, but I know it's more polished, and true, it's only a beta, but I just feel like they were pushing Omni movement, and they just didn't really work on a lot of the other problems in multiplayer. I don't know what those problems are, but I don't know. I guess bottom line is we're not gonna play the game. All right. Either we go to this big building and battle with 2 or 3 other campers, or we just kind of work the outside and hope for the best. I think we're just gonna go stay on the outside. We have a cash drop right on top of us. That's probably not anything we really need. You know, so many people in solos now run the thermal optic, and every time you throw a smoke, it actually plays into their game plan because they can see right through it. In fact, I think we had a second place finish the other day, and the only reason we lost is the guy was playing thermal and smokes, and we couldn't see the guy, so that's not good. No, Phil, you can't fix something that's not broken. All right, I guess so. Now, I don't know what would make multiplayer more engaging. To me, you can only play it like 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 games at most, before you just feel like your brain's turning into mush. Like, why are we doing this? So there's got to be some better goal to it, I guess. All right, we kind of want to know where the circle's going to go, because we're either going to go towards Firehouse or we're going to push into the gas station, depending on which way the circle goes. So I think we're just going to kind of hang out here for a second. Probably not a good thing, but is what it is. Oh, zombies. Yeah, I used to like the old zombie, I don't know, it was Black Ops 4 zombies, where it was round based and it was kind of, you pick up the weapons on the wall, kind of like, I don't know, the regular zombies mode. I didn't really like the zombies that they threw out, the open world zombies. That just seemed kind of weird to me. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. Maybe I'm just not a multiplayer type person. JR says BO6 will be for skilled movement players. I don't know about that. I think it's more for, it's not really a skill movement. It's just kind of a slide and dive, a sprint and dive movement, and thrash your sticks around is what I can tell so far. And mostly because the time to kill is so quick. So you have people that are going to be running sniper, no scope, or quick scope snipers with broken movement. And somehow that's a skill. I mean, it must be a skill because I can't do it. All right, we kind of got bored there waiting. Hopefully we guessed right. We kind of guessed right. It was better than going to the firehouse. All right, let's go ahead and push into Old Town proper. But I think maybe just hold up here somewhere until we get a better idea where the circle's going to go. Yeah, I mean, I don't like hating on it. I guess all I can say is I don't like it. I just don't see taking advantage of game mechanics as being a skill thing. I think that's just, the game should be fixed. Like a sniper should be a lot slower to scope in, or when you do scope in, it shouldn't pull straight onto wherever you were looking. It should be, well, I would think a sniper just within 50 meters should be useless. It shouldn't do anything well. Which pretty much removes snipers from the small maps. Like, there's no reason to have a sniper rifle in a 200 and 100 meter map. That just doesn't make sense. Lock in. Push this is boring. Come on, JR. You don't push in Battle Royale solos, or you don't win. Alright. But JR, I understand. You know, my gameplay style or Battle Royale solos is not for everybody. If you enjoy the multiplayer and the BO6 stuff, go find another streamer that does that. I mean, there's no reason to sit here and expect me to change because you don't like it. Yeah, in fact, we're just going to post up right here in this building and lay here and look at this coffee table. You like that? Stockman, what's up? I played level 30 and it's sweaty game. I found it pretty fun. Stockman. Yeah, I mean, I found the BO6 fun for, as I said, 3 or 4 games, and then you're over it. It's like now it's like the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over and over. At least with the big map, you have a different circle every time. You have different players coming from different ways. But I think it's just the whole 3 alley map gameplay and the reversing of spawns that makes it horrible. You know, you have a squad that's pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and then all of a sudden you have people coming in from behind you because the spawns switched. And I really feel like they should fix that somehow. I don't know what the solution is, but I know whatever it is right now is not good. And maybe some people like that, but to me, it's kind of cheesy. The perk stacking is cool. I didn't know anything about the perk stacking. I never actually played long enough to... I unlocked loadouts and then found out that the Jackal, which was the default loadout weapon, was much better than whatever you unlock right away. Everything else felt like you were running in mud. All right, so we got a guy that just threw up a thing next to us. So let's go ahead and just move laterally for a minute. I don't know where to go. Say we keep moving. All right, but yeah, I think the spawns is probably the deal breaker on most multiplayer games. And the rule is, if you don't think you're going to get a kill, don't shoot at the guy. So, well, we're just not going to shoot at anybody because we know we're not going to get the kill. Jordan, bro, multiplayer has always been like that. Yeah, I know, and I've never enjoyed multiplayer, and that's what I'm saying. Is I don't know that BO6 is better or worse because I just don't enjoy the game mode to start with. The only reason to have multiplayer for me would be to level up guns, and that's kind of what it is. Kinsey, I loved writing English in middle school and high school, so I've been trying to challenge myself to write again. You know, I went through a phase where I thought writing was fun. And I don't know. I think I've quickly learned that I'm not good at it. I would be much better at like writing a technical manual than trying to write something entertaining. Radio says BO6 is what's going to save Call of Duty. Yeah, I think just the opposite. I feel like BO6 is the game that's going to kill Call of Duty because it's going to run off every casual. I know a lot of casual players that have been lifelong Call of Duty fans that are not entertained by the, and I'm going to call it childish movement because that's what it is. It's not realistic in any stretch of the imagination. It has nothing to do with modern warfare. So it is what it is. Freedom Fighter, he's not camping, he's resting. Actually, I'm reading chat and I'm hanging out. We got a guy right next to us. Hopefully the circle's going to pull. He's going to jump. We're going to get a nice shot on him coming across this opening. Probably not, though. Come on, jump. You know you want to. Come on. You can do it. The casual, I hope they don't add BO6 to Warzone like they did with Cold War. Yeah, they will. I mean, they'll always move the guns. Got to get that shotgun guy out of here. We don't want him in our game. Still got the guy next to us that hasn't jumped. I feel like he's thinking about it. We're going to duck out and go hard right here in a second. That was our jumper right there. Guess we're not going to jump out. We're going to burn our gas mask and rotate out. No, of course. That was not a good way to go. That was going to be a bad push no matter what we did. Everything was going to be bridge, so everybody that was established under the bridge was in a better position than we were. So we got 8th place. We'll take an 8th place. Why not? Buy Patriot merge. I do not want BO6. Yeah, the movement looks crazy for us old guys, Brad. I don't know that it's even an old guy thing. I think it's more of a. It doesn't seem to help the kills. I mean, playing the few games that I played in BO6, I got just as many kills as I would have in Modern Warfare 3 with people, leaping out in front of you and laying on their backs. So I don't think it was a. I don't think the movement is making you get more kills. I think it's just a gimmicky game mechanic because nothing really changes. The only thing that changes is the lateral speed. So now you can run sideways and backwards a lot faster than you used to. JR says, that's why you don't camp and rotate early. No, JR, you are absolutely wrong. Movement takes skill. Movement is, yeah, I can't argue with logic like that. New dude, best customer experience for me has been with Apple. Worst experience tied to my cable company and Activision. I don't think I've ever had any customer experience with Activision. Um, we've been around this long enough that if you get errors and stuff, you don't report it to Activision. You just kind of sit back and wait for them to patch it. JR, you can break aim assist with the Omni movement. Yeah, you can break aim assist with bunny hopping and sliding and smokes and other stuff. But again, the time to kill in multiplayer is so fast that it doesn't really matter. Um, usually you're just running full speed, and when you see somebody, you center your crosshairs on them, pull the trigger, and they're dead. If they see you first, you're dead. If you see them first, they're dead. So movement in multiplayer doesn't seem to help at all. In Battle Royale, movement absolutely is broken, and I wish it would go back to a more realistic movement, because there's nothing worse than looting for 20 minutes just to run against some 12-year-old that thrashes his stick like this and somehow slows down when aim assist locks on. It's just not a good experience, and I don't think anybody likes it, except for the 12-year-old that's getting those cheesy kills. They should make VR movement freaks and others for yeah, absolutely. They should do 2 different game modes. They should do a normal movement game or a realistic movement game and a freak movement game and see which one is more popular. Do a battle royale with 2 different movement styles. And 99% of the people would go to the normal movement because the freak movement is strictly a multiplayer thing. But you get the few people with weird movement, but they never make it to end game. They're always pushing too hard, and they die out like mid game somewhere. But yeah, new dude, I think that's a good idea. 2 different movement modes would be good. But don't get me wrong. They can do whatever they want. It's their game, and if they're more interested in appeasing to kids that are getting the game as a Christmas present, or I guess it's strictly a console game now. It's not really a PC game anymore. Getting phone calls this morning. That's never a good thing. Actually, it was my mom. I just hung up on my mom. A game with no way to cheat would be cool, Jake says. Yeah, I mean, I don't think cheating is as bad as everybody thinks it is. I think a lot of it has to do with those strange movements and the glitches in the game that people take advantage of. You have a little bit overpowered aim assist, you have excessive movement, you have weapons that are like quick scope snipers, and you mix all those together and you get some kids that feel like they're constantly cheating. And I don't think it's as bad as we all think. I think it's just the game is easy to abuse. And I don't think of it as a skill issue. I think of it as a broken game issue. make a lot of noise down here. We actually have a contract we need to go do. I'd rather those two guys find each other. Let me go get my contract. But yeah, I mean, there's different games for different people. There's different games for different times a day. I mean, obviously, in the afternoon, if I want to chill, I'll play like Flight Simulator, and that's like a super slow game. You're just Lord, what's wrong with you? Well, we're not going to be able to get our contract with this person, or is that? Oh, that's a stronghold. So there's zombies moving around on the inside. So we'll just leave them locked up and go get our contract. But yeah, man, it's like multiplayer. Multiplayer is good for a few games, and if you're in that kind of a mood, or you're with a buddy that's trying to level up a gun, I think it's a good time. You just jump in there and beat up on people for a little bit, and then you go do something else. But Warzone's something, you know, we've always played for hours. You jump on with a squad, and you might sit there till it's bedtime. A game with no way to cheat would be cool. Yeah, we talked about that. I don't think it's possible. Speed Freak says Battle Royale needs to be more strategic. Yes, absolutely. I think we've missed a lot of the strategic part of gaming, because most kids, you know, that these 12-year-olds that really enjoy the movement, I know I'm being harsh. It's not all 12-year-olds. There could be some 14-year-olds in there. All right, we are being. I didn't even realize we were being hunted. I was reading comments, and we ran right up on our bounty. That was not good. JMS, do you play Resurgence at all? I do. I have a full-time squad. We play Resurgence in the afternoons. We like all the maps, actually. I think Fortune Keep is probably the best map. Quite a bit of long-range shots, so you can snipe, you can do stuff like that. Wow, okay. I believe it. Yeah, most kids don't have the attention span to play a battle royale. They're just into. I don't know. I don't know what they're in for. Big Blue, I have leveled up all mine in Warzone solos. It's my personal accomplishment. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it would be super hard to level up all your guns in a battle royale. It's so much easier to jump into plunder or zombies or something else, multiplayer. But credit to you if you level them up all in Warzone. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Morley, my 15-year-old gets mad at the 12-year-olds. Yeah, I think everybody gets mad at the 12-year-olds. And I don't think this game was built for 12-year-olds originally. You know, it had a mature content warning on it, which I think you have to be, what, 15 or over? But it's up to the parents, and unfortunately, a lot of parents don't do their parenting. So it is what it is. Justin Blauser, do you like the Omni movement? I do not like the Omni movement. The only thing that is good about Omni movement is when you're prone. I do kind of like the rotating around onto your back when you're prone, instead of the animation that we have now, which is just you pivot around, which is more realistic. I mean, you would never ever in a battle roll over on your back, because obviously you're going to give up any low cover you're behind. But I mean, it's kind of of all the Omni movement, that's the only one that makes sense. But the whole sprinting and diving in any direction is not good. I don't like any of it. Justin, morning, have some fun. Absolutely. That's what we're here for, is to have fun, drink coffee, and just enjoy the morning. The casual, am I excited about Verdansk coming back? Um, you know, I will be. I'm not really looking forward to it because I'm more of an immediate gratification kind of person. And if you tell me, oh, something's coming back in a few months, well, I don't know. Tell me about it when it's like this week. I, I don't, I don't enjoy waiting for things. But I do question where they're going to bring Verdansk back at. I mean, is it going to be like the last couple seasons of Verdansk was bad? You know, they put the Nakachimi Tower in there. They had an earthquake that tore up the city. They took the dam away and gave us a bridge. Um, I think there's different phases of Verdansk that were good. I think the original Verdansk was not completed. I think when they opened up the stadium, took the roof off, that added a lot to it. Um, the array was kind of cool when that was there, the big thing up on the hill. But I think after that they kind of and they put the subway system in, you know, so you could transfer around. But I know that they're going to remodel for Dansk and they're going to add all the new mechanics in. So we're going to get a lot of zip lines on buildings. We're going to get the redeploy balloons all around. Um, and I just don't know how they're going to bring it back. And it'll all depend. It's not going to feel very nostalgic if they change it too much. And they kind of did that on Fortune's Keep. When Fortune's Keep first came out, it was a pretty cool map. When they brought it back out, they kind of brought it back in a demolished state where there were cracks in the ground and stuff. And I know why they did it, because being a resurgence map, you know, there was a lot of open ground running in the original map, and they said, well, if we put some cracks in the ground that people could run in and crumbled buildings, it's easier to jump up on things. So I get it, but it's just not that nostalgic experience that you're expecting. You know, like there's so many areas that you know where all the jump spots are in a building, and now it's going to be totally different. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for any new map. I don't think this is the best map. I think this is a good compromise map. Cody, I swear every lobby I was in tonight had multiple people sub 50 that were obviously hacking. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I don't think we see that many hackers in the game. I think we see a lot of people with cracked movement that get lucky, but you never see them in the end game. But there are some hackers, I'll give you that. Billy83, do you like the new movement? Yeah, we just talked about that. Not so much. I mean, I do think the prone movement with the rollover on your back is kind of cool. Something a little different, but it's not a selling point of the game. It doesn't make your shots any better. Doesn't. In fact, I don't even know if you can aim down sight when you're on your back. I didn't really try that, but it seems like it would be difficult to do an aim down sight move while you're sitting on your back. So I don't know. I'll have to jump in and make sure that that's not a thing, but I don't really care. I'm not going to buy the game anyway. Hams and Hams, have you tried playing on controller or just always mouse and keyboard? I've always played mouse and keyboard. I do have a controller. I've played a little bit with it just to see how it works. I do get more kills with it, but I don't enjoy the game as much. It just doesn't, the game doesn't feel right on controller. Need a more SMG-ish type weapon. Right now we're running around with an SVA that is not a good short-range weapon. And we got a slightly better SVA. Wise man, good morning. Enigma, there's a big difference between PC hacking and console hacking. Yeah, I mean, hacking is hacking. Why are there so many SVAs around? Is that like the new meta or something and we just don't know? We have a most wanted right on top of our contract. Well, that SVA didn't fire very well. I don't know about that. I thought for sure we had him. We probably shouldn't have closed the distance so much. Lone feels right. Having zero recoil is what he's saying. I don't know. I don't know. Zero recoil. The SVA? I think the SVA has a little bit of recoil, but it's not as bad as it used to be. Yeah, there's no way in a mouse and keyboard you can be that close to somebody. You don't have aim assist. You're going to overcompensate, and it just goes sideways quickly. But I don't consider that a skill issue. I consider that just a controller OP within 10 meters issue. Zombie, a hacker got you. No, nobody there was hacking. Everything was just the way it was. Emily, what is up? Good morning. Happy Monday. Absolutely. Happy Monday. New dude, also hope someone challenges Activision with a better battle royale. I agree. I've been waiting for a good battle royale. I mean, Fortnite's not it. I started on Fortnite before Warzone. Went to Warzone and never looked back. Actually, I did go back to Fortnite when they came out with the no build option, and it wasn't good. So we're stuck with Warzone until somebody comes out with something better. And I don't know if the gaming companies feel like the battle royale is outdated or what the situation is. And I know Warzone only became popular because of the COVID. You know, everybody was locked up at home. Everybody was going to play something. Enigma, left trigger scopes in and fires at the same time. I don't know what that means. So why would you have left trigger that zooms in? I mean, I have my right trigger to scope in and my left trigger fires. I don't know why you would have both at the same time. Matt, what's the phone trick hack? I don't know what a phone trick hack is. If Black Ops bought Blackout, it would be crazy. Yeah, I don't know much about Blackout. And I think a lot of what we remember is nostalgia and not really that it was good. So many things seem a lot better in the past than they were. You know, my entire childhood seems like it was pretty good, but I'm sure if we go back to it, it probably wasn't as good as I remember. Billy, did you know there's a Warzone Master Camos? I don't know what that is. Mastery camos? I don't really care much about the camos. I mean, I make my SMG red and my LMG yellow, so if I ever drop them, I can pick them up again. But other than that, I don't like any of the moving camos and stuff. They're just distracting. I don't like any of the splattery bullets or lightning bolt stuff. All that's just childish. It shouldn't be in the game. We're talking about Cronus scripts. Yeah, I mean, there's lots and lots of scripts out there. I didn't know Cronus was as big as it seems to be, but I thought PlayStation got rid of it. And I thought Xbox got rid of it too. But I guess it's still a thing. I'm sure when you plug it in, it looks just like a controller, so it's probably hard to get rid of. All right, what are we going to do? I think we've been dropping super early, and because of that, we're like with a whole bunch of other people. Wish I got a console at the time or something. I played Call of Duty Mobile during lockdown. Yeah, I played Call of Duty Mobile a little bit during lockdowns, and I don't remember it being a lot of fun. It was like, yeah, it's something to do, but it's not Call of Duty. I mean, I guess it's a lot like multiplayer Call of Duty. All right, what are we gonna do? Guess we're going over here. Stockman, it's all about the money. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's the way life is. Everybody has to make money to survive. Every game has to pay developers to build the thing and studios to do all the stuff. So they've got to make money on it. But I do think that they're trying to be too greedy on a game. And that's what killed Helldivers 2. It was a great game when it first came out, and I played a lot of it. And then all of a sudden they decided, well, we have to sell things in the game, microtransactions, to make it better, or to make money on it. And because of that, it's like, well, we're going to nerf all the weapons that everybody's already unlocked so that they have to buy new weapons to kill the stronger monsters. And that just killed the game. And now their player count is down to like 0. But you're right, microtransactions are probably what has killed Call of Duty. Everything is in the store, everything is pay to win type of situations. Like there was a thermal scope out for a while that you had to buy the package to get it. You can't just level up a gun and get it, so absolutely a pay to win scenario. So if you're into thermals and smoking people, well, you got to get the optic to make that work, and to get that, you got to go in the store and buy the thing to do the thing. But I can honestly say I've only bought one thing in the store ever. I remember in Warzone 1 they had a nail gun that came out, and it's like for about a week, if you didn't have the nail gun, you were not going to win an up-close gunfight. The time to kill was like half of every other SMG. And so a lot of people went to the store and bought the thing, and then like a week later they nerf it into the ground. So it's like, yeah, that was a great $5 purchase, $10, whatever it was. Thanks, Activision. But if you didn't do it, you wouldn't have won any games in that 1 week period. All right. I feel some deja vu. We were here before. We were hunted. We ended up dying, like right here. We had the same situation. We had the same contract, the same card, and it went sideways quick. Enigma. Yeah, I mean, Cronus, I guess, is just a scripting engine. So, and they probably control all their own scripts. So it's not like you can just... Hold on, let's... Wish I had smokes or something. Need that ammo. Don't want to lay under the car where you can be seen. Alright, he backed away from the window. Oh, but he's back. Oh my goodness, and we're going to be out of plates. Alright, how do we get hard cover? I think we're just going to run backwards, give him a couple of zigzags, hope he's not that good on his shots, and move on. Not something we can straight up compete with right there. It was all good until we ran out of plates. All right, which bunker we're gonna get? I guess we're gonna go for the train bunker. Train tunnel bunker. Now, I mean, this one's so much closer. I feel like we've been waiting so long that a lot of people are going to have their most wanteds done. And this bunker will probably already be open, but I don't see the balloon up, so probably not open yet. Day, I had a plate box. Yeah, I had a plate box, and I tried to open that crate on top. We got rocked by the sniper, so we just kind of bugged out. our goal was to get here to the bunker anyway, so we weren't going to hang there in a firefight. All right, we want foresight. There it is. Got somebody flying in behind us. Make some noise. Get our stealth vest on. Feel like he's still back there somewhere. All right, well, we know where we need to be, so let's go ahead and work that out by getting away from here, go get our loadout, and get out of here. It's probably the same guy that was shooting at us before. Because whoever it was waiting for that balloon to come up and they went down inside the tunnel. It's only one box, that's a good sign. Make sure nobody's hard scoping it. Oh, there was another box here, so there was somebody else close by. All right, getting looked at from up on the hill. Still getting looked at. Don't know who's looking at who here. We keep a chain link fence between us and somebody else. We'll have a better chance at this. Alright, so he's right past that building on the hilltop. Good Lord, he has a long sniper. All right, luckily we know where we're going, so let's get going. Mr. Scott, good afternoon, good morning. Double Stuff, good morning. Big Nasty, good morning. All right, what do we got? We have cash. We should go buy something somewhere. We got a guy running down on our left side, down low. A portable buy would be good. Not helpful. Again, at this point, we should just really slow down and figure life out. There's no reason to keep running around like crazy. All right, let's get over to farms, over this way somewhere, and work towards this buy station on the back corner. Well, we're a little late for a fire sale. And I would think you could jump up that, but no deal. All right, Carson, dip out Gladius. That's what I am. You know, what's the old saying? If you run away, you can run away another day. I think Mel Gibson in Maverick said that. I agree with that 100%. Got somebody with a portable buy in front of us. Thought, I thought I saw somebody run up there. There may have been someone else behind him. All right, we need to self-revive. I know we missed the fire sale, but so be it. Gonna drop our pistol ammo. We don't need that. Let's go get some stuff. Oh, we don't have a... Have we been to the Gulag? I don't think we've been to the Gulag. Got this guy over in this building. Got another UAV in our pocket. That guy's coming this way. Wow. That was not what we needed to do. That was a total bad thing to do. Miss Scott, any wins? No wins today. We are kind of not playing very smart, but that's okay. All right, what do we have? We have a AMR and an MCW longer range weapon. So let's... His aim wasn't very good. Alex, why? I don't know why. I mean, we were kind of getting bored doing nothing in the game, so obviously dropping on that guy and trying to get some... Trying to do something was okay, right? I don't know. Let's see if we can get our stuff back. Guy's running away, but he's going to come back for us because he knows we're coming back in. Of course. He took all our guns and stuff, so now we have to go kill him. Or not. Timmy B on kick destroyed us. That's all right. That's the way that should have went. Magma, do you think left-handed people have a hard time with right-handed guns in the game? I don't think it matters. I mean, most people I know that shoot left-handed, it's usually not left-handed or right-handed that's the issue. In real life, whichever eye is stronger is usually which way you shoot. So, you know, you can shoot a gun left-handed or right-handed, but whichever eye works the best is the one you're going to use for the optic or the sights. And I know growing up, I've always been right-handed, but I shoot a gun left-handed, a real gun left-handed. So when you're shooting a semi-automatic, usually you end up with shell casings popping out right by your face, but it's not a big issue. Albizi, what is the Pull My Yacht loadout? I copied the loadout from Isaac Iceman, Iceman Isaac, I guess. I don't know what it is exactly. We can look at it next time around. I'm going to go grab some coffee. We're going to play again. And it's not bad game. The circles just close quickly. Hold on, I'll be right back. We'll talk about that. Well, I can't stop talking to Mom. Yeah, one of the biggest problems with Battle Royale on this new map was the circle close speed. It's so much faster. Come on, my gaming chair. I have VR cables hooked up to my gaming chair, and if the bottom casters get rotated wrong, it's always a mess. But yeah, this new map in Modern Warfare 3, they started closing the circles a lot faster. Not faster, but they move bigger movements. So you'd end up, if you're playing Edge of Circle, you'd end up with like a 400-meter run sometimes, which leaves no time for looting or anything except for straight line running. Now they did add all the redeploys in to make that a little bit better, but it doesn't really make up for the problem. Because the problem is you don't have time to loot and do things. You just kind of go, go, go. Wise man just got a large coffee with an espresso shot. Trucking and listening. There you go. Thanks for chopping by, Wise man. Demetrius, would you say you get more health when prone or crouched? More health. I don't know what that means. I think your health regenerates at the same rate no matter how you are. But if you're crouched, usually your hitbox is lower. But if somebody puts hits on you, they're going to get headshots instead of body shots. So you die quicker crouched. And you also have a movement penalty crouched. And if you're prone, every shot on you is usually a headshot. Mr. Scott subbed on YouTube as well. That's awesome. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Any wins? No wins today. All right, so new dude. It's not the bad game. Circles just close quickly. I don't like being forced into a vehicle that doesn't bother you. You'll probably really like it. It's kind of Warzone with more driving. Yeah, I don't... What game are we talking about? But yeah, I think Warzone 3, or whatever the current flavor of Warzone is, the circles, the gas pulls are too far. I would rather more circles and, you know, cut each one in half might be good. But you just have to change your play style a little bit and don't wait for the gas to start moving before you start moving. Pretty much as soon as they announce a new circle, you've got to have a plan for that rotation. You can't just wait it out. Where it used to be, you could just absolutely wait it out. It's like you wouldn't even think of rotating until the gas was starting to close. All right, well, not liking the direction of this, and it's going to be up in the tower, and we know that that's horrible. Deer Skinner just got skinned. He deserved that. There's a cash drop up on the hill. There's a car just pulled up to it. That's awesome. He's worried that his car is going away. We'll take part of that cash that you had. Thank you. What gun did you have? You didn't even have a gun. That's one of the problems with the car. You're driving around and all of a sudden you have no weapons. We're being tracked. It's not a good thing. And we know we're not going to get the card out of this because it's going to fall off and land on one of these side things. Anybody with a sniper rifle is going to wipe us out. Quick fix and mountaineering are essential. Yeah, I run mountaineering. I don't know that I have quick fix. All right, we're still only one red dot on hunted, so we're not critical yet. Run quick fix as soon as you plate health regens. Yeah, I mean, in Resurgence, that would probably be important. And in quads, that might be important. But in solos, I don't know. Most gunfights don't last that long. It's either you're going to win it or not. Oh, my goodness. We actually got the card. This guy doesn't get a shot on us from behind because we are in a world of hurt here. All right, all we really want out of this is well, we want those sneakers. We want our foresight. Probably should have picked up a longer range weapon real quick. I think we haven't been to the Gulag, right? I don't think so. I don't know. Somebody just dropped in on us. So we got specialists. We are not going to get... I'm hoping that's the guy that dropped in on us. All right, so I've never ever seen foresight here, but let's make sure he didn't have a card. Because he may have been coming in to get... Most likely he was just here to poach. Yeah, he didn't have a card. He was just waiting to poach somebody that had one. So let's get out of here. But yeah, so many people just hang out right by this back entrance and just wait to ruin somebody's day. All right, where are we going to go? I think we're going this way. Even though there's a counter UAV flying over the top of it, I think that's the place to go. And there's a guy with a loadout. So let's drop a little bit early. And we don't have a gun to shoot this guy anyway. I don't know. I think we go ahead and try to buy. So that guy bought his loadout. Don't know what his intentions were. I would guess he posted up in this building for a minute or two. But we don't know that. See if we can hear anything. Alright, so we got a guy 2 buildings over looking towards our loadout. So that's nice. He's moving towards the buy station, it looks like. He's coming towards our loadout, actually. He's definitely right over here looking at that loadout. I'm gonna smoke far twice. Back away a little bit.
Good work.
There he is. We knew he was over there. He was just waiting for us to do something. There was some gunfire off to our left, but I don't see anything. Really? You can't jump up there? All right. Didn't seem that high of a jump. What do you have? Anything good? Negative, 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 negative. Money. All right, we got a car inbound. We have 6,000. We still need our self-revive. Probably should go ahead and buy that.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Well, we had the total wrong gun out for that. That was just bad. So yeah, by the time we heard that guy, it was like, okay, did we change our weapon? No, we're just going to try to LMG him, but he already had his static out and destroyed us. Did we just miss every shot, or I guess we just missed every shot because that didn't seem right. Thought we were like dumping our whole magazine in that guy. That's all right. He deserved that. Dude, we're talking about PUBG, but you were right about Warzone 3. They push us with more gas. You know, I tried to play PUBG one time. I spent some time, downloaded it, installed it, and yeah. Professor Dummy, Unreal. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that gulag. I thought for sure we had that, and maybe we were hitting the edge of that wall, but it seemed like he was out in the open to me. But yeah, PUBG, I just couldn't get into it. It just felt wrong somehow. And PUBG, I think it's a third-person view. I don't know if they had a first-person view in it. I think they did. John, thanks for the follow. T. Ray, thanks for the follow. Who else? Cool Time, thanks for the follow. Gord Brown loves hanging out. Thank you for that. Big Blue found cards in my bunker before. I guess that's good. Demetrius, sometimes there's a glitched bunker with 2 cheats, 1 card. I don't know what that means. I mean, I've found 2 foresights in a bunker before, but I've never found a bunker card in a bunker. But maybe it happens. I'm sure it does. Kinsey Kill says it was Helen Keller. Yeah, that's pretty much what was happening there. I actually thought we were all over that gulag, but you're right. The person flying in on us, that was not good. Photo Bomber, good morning. What else are we looking at? Brian Kirkham over on YouTube, welcome in. Speed Freak, it's only solos or can you play squad? I think you can play squads on PUBG. But yeah, I think PUBG, I don't know what the player base is like, but I don't think it's that good anymore. Self, what game is this? We are playing Battle Royale, which is part of the COD franchise, or Warzone, Battle Royale, Call of Duty. I don't know. It's one of those games. It's way too many names. I think Call of Duty is the entire franchise, and then they have different game modes, and we're playing the Battle Royale solos mode. Mr. Scott says I'm a super chill streamer. Yeah, well, you can't take this too serious, because if you do, you're just gonna rage quit, and before long you'll call everybody a cheater and just not have anything to enjoy. So it's better just to assume everybody's just better than you. All right, well. You know, pregame kind of makes you feel good about yourself, and then the real game starts, and like, yeah, I'm really not any good. It's like, where are the people that you're shooting at in pregame? like they don't exist during the real game or something. I know that's not true. I know there's the same people that are in this lobby or in the game. Seaport, have you thought about changing the LMG? No, I really haven't. Until the weapon rebalance happens, I don't think you can get a better long-range weapon than the Poma Yacht. I think it's the best thing out there right now. User 72, how many wins do you have in BR solos? We have 29 wins BR solos. Only 2 this season. I think we had an on-stream win last week. But we definitely haven't been winning as much as we should. We get a lot of top 10 finishes and we just get bored and do something not smart. That's our biggest hang up, is getting bored. Or reading chat or doing something else. Kinsey, am I going to be on later? Probably not. I actually have quite a few activities I got to get done today. Brad, the die early people chasing the kills. Yeah, there's a lot of people that chase kills and don't make it to end game. But there's always a couple of really smart players that are, you know, have cracked movement and are also a little bit disciplined, and they're always in that last circle. All right, we're back in the tower again. That's never, ever a good thing. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know how we're going to get up there. Oh, I don't even want a Sidewinder. I should just drop this gun. We should pick up our pistol again. All right, so this tower. Usually it's a disaster. They may have fixed the card though. Last time we actually had the card land on top with us. So that would be awesome. There's usually always somebody on this hill. That being a potential stronghold, there's always a cash box in there. And I would guess somebody would drop there to grab some quick cash. Is that a sword on my shelf? Yes, that is a Gladius, a Roman sword. And that's, I think somebody gave me that, or my brother gave me that for one of my birthdays. I am East Coast. I'm in the great state of North Carolina. I don't know if it's a great state, but it is the state of North Carolina. Let's stay close to this box. We can block the gear. All right, so we don't have our key card up here. Sometimes it falls. Well, it falls everywhere. So let's start looking. Don't see it there. There it is. It's on the shelf. And I don't know if we can grab it. There, we got it. Good deal. Let's go get our bunker. Finally, a gun that shoots bullets. All right. Charlie Denton, good golfing in North Carolina. I wouldn't know. I've never actually golfed in North Carolina. I kind of gave up golfing when I got out of the corporate world. It was one of those things that everybody comes to town for a meeting and, oh, we got to go golfing. So it's okay. Yeah, let's go golfing. But I always find golfing a super frustrating sport. Probably because I'm not good at it. No, I'm okay for like the first, oh, I don't know, like 7 or 8 holes. I'm really good at golf. And then I drink too much and it turns into a watch this kind of sport. All right, we don't need vests because we have specialist. So we just got specialist perks that gives us everything. But unfortunately, we were looking for foresight and don't see that happening. Don't need another gas mask. Should probably upgrade our gun situation. We're running with a subverter, and I don't even know what that is. All right, well, let's burn one of these real quick. I guess we're going straight to the buy station down the hill. See if we can scan the building top before we commit. A smoke would be nice to be able to smoke the buy station before we jump out there, but we're not going to be that lucky. This just feels sketchy. Alright, worked better than it should have been. Call me Pug. It's ridiculous that you got to search the whole tower to get the car. Yeah, I don't know why they don't fix that. I mean, that seems like an easy thing to fix. It's like, okay, let's get all the gear to stay on the level that you're at, or all the gear to fall to the bottom. It should get hung up on the tower on the way down, but it does. That's the way it goes. All right, what do we know? We don't know a lot. Do we want to go get another contract? Maybe get some foresight? We could try it. Just heard someone. There's a cache over here, but I don't think I've ever seen a contract come out of... we have seen key cards come out of loot boxes. So yeah, that's a thing. All right, at least it's not up on a tower, so we'll try for it. It's not in a great spot. It's like up on top of that building. We'll fly our UAV right when we get up there and hope for the best. Alright. If anybody's close to us, they're ghosted, so that's a good thing. In Plunder, the card will always stay on top. It lands on the little toolbox. You know, you would think that they could get that right. Why can they make it work in Plunder, but not here? New dude plays golf with my best clients, get tickets for golf events, lots of business. Yeah, a lot of business happens on the golf course. I agree with that 100%. Look at all this good stuff we're finding. Where's our card? Do we not get a card? Am I missing it? Did it go up on top? Alright, we must be missing this thing. There it is. Oh my goodness, you got to dump all your plates, then pick up the bunker key. Alright. Two bunkers in a row. That's usually not a safe thing to do. We are under somebody's UAV. Guess we're going to go for the long swim. New dude, the difference is they have $2,000 drivers and you don't. Yeah, I was never a big fan of spending money on golf equipment. I mean, obviously, I think if you're going to be good, you have to, but I was always into like, let's buy some cheap stuff, just go out there and hack around at the golf course and hope for the best. Surprised we're not getting shot from across the river. Is this a river or a... Why are there people floating out here? Oh, loadouts. Not open bunker, so let's get to the back, see if we can find foresight. We already got our sneakers. We don't really need anything. Never seen foresight pop out there. Specialist again, so yeah, we got nothing. Well, that's a shame. Just make sure we're not seeing it, but I don't think it's here. All right. So yeah, we kind of need to get in there. It's hard to say where this is going to end up, so let's just go ahead and get like over here at this corner resort building and then hang out. It's probably better not knowing. Every time we get foresight, we overthink it and it goes poorly. How's that guy doing? He's not having a great day, is he? All right, well. Usually I wouldn't land on this roof, but I saw the boxes weren't opened yet, so why not? Bobby Drake, you already got specialist. Yes, we got specialist on the last bunker, and now we're just kind of doing a whole lot of nothing here. Don't know what's down there, but we're gonna go ahead. Really? Well, there's that. Again, we were shooting the door frame the whole time and not the guy. Moneyball. Come on, Moneyball. Are you AFK? You sound AFK to me. Oh, you're not AFK. Alright, lots of cash. You should try Warzone Boot Camp. Josh, we play Warzone Boot Camp occasionally, and we usually, I don't know, we win at like 90% of the time. Solos and boot camp. It's fun to play, but it's not a replacement for Warzone. Again, we were in a good position there. We just didn't execute. All right, where are we trying to get? I guess we want to stay on the. We want to stay on this side. We have a lot of cash. We're gonna drown. That's awesome. All right, a buy station would be in our best interest, so let's go ahead and get that done. Get all the stuff we need. Yeah, Warzone Boot Camp is fun, but it's not a replacement for Warzone. Guessing. All right, we're back here again. It's awesome. Gulag re-entry, but we're probably not going to get a chance to use it. I would hope we don't get a chance to use it. Got a guy in the building right next to us, above us, looking right at us and just almost destroyed us. That's awesome. We don't have any plates. I bought munitions. We didn't get plates, so we gotta keep shopping. Police station's always good for plates, right? All right, let's see if we can. I was going to say drop a bomb on that guy, but I don't think a kill streak's going to hurt him. He was sitting inside anyway. What do we need? We have a gas mask. We don't have a self-revive. A whole bunch of bad shooting there. Brandon, boot camp is for beginners to learn. Yeah, absolutely. Boot camp's for beginners to learn, but it's turned into a place that a couple sweats will jump in there with their buddies and just pretty much go beat up on people. And that's what I feel like when I jump into boot camp. It's like, yeah, I really shouldn't be playing this game mode because you end up destroying a few people that really are just trying to learn the game. All right, how are we going to rotate this? I guess we're going to rotate up this hill and then in, try to get on this back edge. It's definitely the right thing to do. It's just, can we get that to happen? We know we have a couple snipers playing in the game. Got a guy at the house at the top of the hill. That's not what we wanted to do. He jumped. I don't know where he went. I don't like giving up the high ground when we know he's right behind us. He got his self-revive off, which is good for him. I'm guessing he ran down this way. That was just bad luck that he was able to get away from us there, I think. Not that it really matters. I just heard a parachute. Don't know where that parachute landed. Definitely not a fan of the snipers that are looking at us over here. It's a horrible spot. By smoking, now everybody knows we're here. Liddy Drew camps all the time, he says. Stop camping Gramps. I don't think we camped that whole game. I don't know what Liddy's was watching. Wow, we were on the move the whole time. Ah, crazy. All right, well, we made top 10, so that was okay. You camped there also. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I mean, you got to stop and wait. You can't just run around. Demetrius says, with my 30 kills on boot camp, definitely not. Yeah, anybody that's getting 30 kills in boot camp really shouldn't be in boot camp. You know, those are all new players trying to play. Um, and that's the big argument for skill-based matchmaking. You know, kids that think they're good, it's like, oh, I'd be better if there was skill-based matchmaking so I could beat up on new people. It's ridiculous. Just stop. Don't be a Liddy Drew. Absolutely. American football in the UK is called rugby. I think that we have rugby in the US. I don't think it's as popular as other places, but there is rugby. I don't think American football is played really anywhere else except for maybe Canada. I don't know. I think American football's kind of turned into a prima donna sport for the most part. Call me Pug, some random dude laying in the grass. Yeah, call me Pug. We should have just laid in the grass too. That circle was going to be a disaster. Everything was going to be out in the grass, so you had to find a rock or a spot to lay down. Nicole says my son plays rugby in our school. Yeah, rugby is a thing. It's not. I mean, it's a tough sport. I mean, it's pretty much full contact and no pads. Rugby is not American football. Tinker Whiskey says. Tinker Whiskey would know. Yeah, I mean, American football, they wear so much padding. They have helmets and pads and everything for safety. And then you see people playing soccer, running full speed, hitting each other, running into each other. You have rugby where people are constantly, I'm sure, getting concussions and hurt. But you don't get all the high paid. Well, I guess you do. Soccer has quite a few high profile players that I'm sure there's a way to protect them somewhat. But I guess you're not supposed to have contact in soccer, but it happens. Basketball edits. What is my favorite NFL team? I really don't watch NFL anymore. I mean, I used to watch it years and years ago, but finally it kind of reminds me of professional wrestling, where it's not really a real sport. I mean, you end up with good combinations of quarterbacks and receivers that make good plays. Yeah, it's all nice and everything, but the overall game is not that entertaining. Tinker Whiskey, way too many stoppages. Absolutely, it's not a fun sport. I think if soccer was higher scoring, I think it would catch on more in the U.S. But I think it's like Warzone. You know, there's no attention span anymore. So unless something is happening like all the time, people just can't get into it. Seaport, how do you locate the bunkers on the map? Seaport, whenever you get a bunker key card at the end of a contract, then it highlights the bunkers. So if you look at your map, it'll flash a question mark right by it. And it only shows up for a few seconds. But what you can do is you can drop your bunker card anytime and pick it up again, and it will tell you where the next closest bunker is. New dude, helmets cause a lot of damage. Trust me, I've been knocked unconscious before. Yeah, I mean, football is not a safe sport. I remember in junior high, I was on my varsity team for, I think, about a week. And my parents ended up saying, absolutely not. You know we can't spam fire our pistol as fast as anyone else, so I don't know why we would sit in that fight. But that's okay. We'll get right back in there. We probably have an AFK guy. We died early enough that this is either going to be a movement demon that died a bad death. He wasn't that good, but he almost killed us. Soccer, as you call it, DB is the most popular sport in the world. Yeah, soccer absolutely is popular. I mean, I grew up, my working career was in South Florida, and soccer was the thing. You know, there's a lot of Latin American influence. Um, I mean, it's an easy sport for kids to learn. You know, all you need is a ball and an open area. Oh, we got a guy in here. We were dropping on that contract, and it just disappeared. So we knew that somebody was here. All right. Well, we didn't get the contract, but at least we're still alive. Got someone else close. Probably should put bullets in our gun. Is he on the roof? I can't even hear in this building. It's got to be on the roof. Really? Oh my goodness, we whiffed every one of those shots. That was bad. Yeah, and I think American football, because of all the padding and helmets and things, unfortunately, a lot of coaches teach, you know, a lot of bad tactics. You know, let's lead with a helmet hit, lead with a shoulder hit, you know, use the pads to their max advantage as a weapon. And it's just bad. You know, a lot of kids end up getting hurt seriously playing American football, and it shouldn't be that way. I think soccer or some rugby, people aren't as inclined to go out to hurt somebody with their body because you're going to get hurt also. Jordan, parents being a little overprotective. You could have been in the NFL by now. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm actually glad they were protective because if you look at most NFL players, you know, they've beat up their bodies in college football, they make it to the NFL, and then they work for league minimum for a couple of years and they're out. And you know, they have bad knees, they have memory issues. It's just not a good way to live life. I mean, unless you're like in the top 1% of NFL players and make multi-million dollar contracts and you're super protected, uh, you're probably not going to do well. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it. I wouldn't put my body on the line to make a few $100,000 a year. Call me Pug. He did the right thing dropping off the ladder. Absolutely, he did. I only got like one hit on the ladder and I missed everything else, but it was crazy. Nur AI Bay, bro, trying to divert attention away from the horrendous play. Um, no, I don't think I'm trying to. We're talking about the horrendous play right now, so I'm not trying to get the attention away from it. You know, the guy jumped off that roof, jumped up on the ladder. We did the right thing jumping down to shoot him, but he did a good play jumping off, and I don't know how he got all his shots on me, but he did. So he's just better than we are. Peace, hope, and unity. If you get a second contract, you're good. I don't know. I mean, if you were going to be a good sports player, you should probably go into baseball, unless you're a pitcher. You don't want to be a baseball pitcher because you're going to be in for elbow and shoulder surgeries at least several times in your career. But if you could be just a well-paid baseball player, it's usually a pretty safe sport. I used to be friends with a triple A ball player for the San Francisco 49ers. No, Padres, I guess. I don't know where they had Padres, but he played in Yuma, Arizona. And he was a young kid back in the day. And even in triple A ball, he had like 3 arm surgeries. So I don't know if he ever made it to, made it to the big leagues, but probably not. And then I have another friend that ended up playing for the Toronto Blue Jays, and I think he was a shortstop. And he had a good career, but he ended up getting hurt also. It's just, you know, do you value your body or money? Baseball is incredibly hard. It makes it professionally to make it professional. Yeah, everybody plays baseball. You know, all kids grow up playing little league or softball or something. So there's a lot of competition to make it in baseball. So many other things you could, you know, if you enjoy baseball, get a good job, make good money, and just play with a pickup league or play with a league. Don't try to make a career out of stuff you love, because you're going to end up hating it. And very few will actually make it. All right, what are we going to do this time? Let's get some more of that horrendous play going here. I don't know. I don't see any contracts that I'm digging here. Let's just grab a scav. Peace, hope, unity. I have some friends to play with in high school. They made it in the bigs. Yeah, I mean, some people do. Some people make it, and good for them. But a lot of people spend a lot of time in the farm leagues and never really make the money or the fame and fortune that a few make. All right, well, let's get out of here. Probably need a gun since we're being hunted. Wish they wouldn't put these boxes so far away. All right, we are being hunted. We're only a single yellow right now, so we're going to say it's not a big deal yet. Now we're double red. So let's get something that shoots bullets. Keep hunting. Triple red. Our guy's right outside this door. Got to get him to overcommit. We don't want to get trapped in a bathroom. This is our hold up right here. He's going to have to commit coming around that corner, I would guess. All right, we got super lucky on that. Couldn't hardly see him in the shadows of that garage, but somehow we stayed on target long enough to get the shots in. Melanie, good morning. I didn't notice you were here. All right, someone's been here. Had a parachute flying outside. Duckman, good morning. Man, this is a hard contract. A lot of spread out running. We have enough for our loadout. I wonder if we should just go get a loadout. We know we got a guy on our building. All right, well, got a nice easy kill. The guy just laying there in the grass. Our self-revive, got some cash. Oh, we need to see if there's a bunker key card here. There it is. Almost missed that. Melanie, what's new? You never noticed. I know. I don't notice. I'm a bad person. I don't think I'm a bad person. I have an attention issue. I didn't think they allow power tools in that home. They usually don't. Occasionally they give us a chainsaw and stuff to play with in the old folks' home just to keep things interesting. All right, foresight is what we want. We have plenty of cash to go buy our loadout. We just need to know where we're gonna go. Take a stealth vest just in case we don't get specialist. That is not the gun we want. Not foresight. Specialist is what we get, looks like. There's foresight. So we actually got both contracts. It's pretty awesome. Back corner of military is the go-to spot. So do we go for the factory loadout or do we just bounce out of here? I think we just bounce out and go get something closer to military base. I don't know. There's a guy above us right now. That's going to push him down inside. Sure, Superstore's nice and clean. I'm sure there's no one here. Guy on the roof looking at us, I'm guessing. Need your stuff. All right, well, our box fell off the roof somehow. I'm not really sure how that... Oh, it went through a skylight? How did our box get inside? I don't think I've ever seen the box go through the roof like that. Maybe it's a new thing for Superstore if you get your look. Oh, is it glitched?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Our loadout is glitched. Thanks, Activision. Good lord, now what do we do? I guess we go back for our free loadout? Do we push on to circle and hope for the best? I don't know. I think we go get free loadout. Hope nobody's good on their sniper game right now. See if we take any shots driving by. Don't know how we actually got away with that so far. I would have expected that to go really poorly. I would think a sniper would light us up somewhere. How you ain't know that? No way, I've never seen that before. Well, I don't know.
And you gonna have to fight to earn redeployment.
That was bad. Obviously running straight into one of the big trucks. It's not the best way to... Got super lucky on that. All right, we don't have enough for our loadout. We would guess that the truck guy has a loadout already. And he's probably not interested in our gear. So we're going to risk going back here. We do have our loadout weapons, or we do have our gulag weapon. Oh, no, 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 no. Tammy destroyed us again. Roberto says that the comeback starts now. Yeah, that didn't work out very well. He had our guns. No, he has his own guns. He had his gear. All right, we have time for one more cup of coffee, at least one more game. I'll be right back. All right, so if we had to analyze what we did wrong in that game, I would think driving the car around too much was a bad thing. Seeing the other car on the mini map and running straight into him was a bad thing. And flying back to grab our gear was probably a bad thing. New dude, don't change anything on YouTube, even if it's a little zoomed. The quality is the best it's ever been. That's awesome. I'm going to check the zoom situation because it shouldn't be zoomed in. In fact, I'm looking at the Twitch feed and it looks like it's full screen, but hold on, let me see if I can see my YouTube stream. Yeah, I don't think it's zoomed in. Maybe slightly on the bottom, but not much. So we'll leave it all alone. Thanks, new dude. New dude is 56 now. My left knee's screwed up from football 40 years ago. My high school teammates went to Auburn. He was teammates with Bo Jackson. He was the best football player I've ever known. He never played one snap at Auburn. Yeah, I mean, a lot of kids are super good in high school, and just when you get in a bigger football school, you just are become a nobody. All right, let's catch up on chats on the other places. Best Gunny, win this, please. Yeah, we kind of butchered that. Raven Renee, do you welcome new followers? Raven, I absolutely try to welcome new followers. The Slider, good morning. YG, good morning. Just O. CJ, what was that? Yeah, it was bad gameplay. That roof is bad for that glitch. Yeah, I think it's the glass panels on the roof. If you drop a loadout right on top of one, it goes right through to the inside the thing. I don't know. But Raven Renee 245, I do try to welcome new followers. In fact, we do have 19 new followers so far today on TikTok on this stream, so thank you for that. I know I am trying to play a video game and keep up with 3 different chats, so if I ignore you, don't take it personally. All right, what do we got going on here? Nothing that looks great. Almost thinking a scavenger might be the ticket, but I think we'll try a contract over here instead. Angel, do I like Rebirth? I do. I think Rebirth is a good squad game, and I do have a squad in the afternoon I play with. And we jump in there and drink beer, call each other bad names. You know, the typical Rebirth type stuff. We don't take it too seriously, though. We typically will get at least a couple wins a night. We have at least 2 guys on the squad that are really good, and then my buddy Medic and I, we just kind of clean up their messes. I think our job is to buy people back for the most part. Raven Renee, just letting you know I follow. That's awesome. Thank you for that. All right, so we got the guy behind us with a pistol, and he's got to destroy us because we don't have a gun. Now we have an even worse gun. I don't even know how to get up in this building. Lord. We have like the worst guns in the world so far. Got the guy on our roof. We're going to go ahead and I don't know what we're going to do. Run away. Try to run away. Get to our contract. Probably bad things are going to happen behind us. We are hunted. We're double red, so we should probably forego the contract for a minute and get us an SMG. Because that would probably be required. We're triple red now. A bunker buster. That's awesome. Of course. Larry Hawkins, do you ever win? I win sometimes. It's usually not, it's not the priority of the morning. The morning priority is to drink coffee and hang out with you guys. Winning is fun, sure, but we don't do it that much. We just got killed by denial. All right. Well, let's do this one more time. We're gonna do better. I know we keep saying we're gonna do better, but we usually don't. Where's the play again? But there it is. All right. Dominic Alexander. WoW. No, WoW is a different game. That's World of Warcraft. Back in the day, Blizzard was a thing, and they had all these top-down multiplayer games. We called one Zug Zug, but it was actually Warcraft. And then there was StarCraft, and we used to waste lots and lots of time on that. But thank you for bringing back that memory, Dominic. Raven, I chill here just to watch the gameplay. It's smooth. Your gameplay and it's smooth. Yeah, sometimes my gameplay is bad. Usually I find out that, you know, I either am looting too much or I'm trying to read chat too much, and I don't know. I should probably just not talk as much. Panda, Space Marines coming out today. Space Marines. Are we talking Doom? I think if they took Doom or something and made it into a battle royale, you know, make a little bit bigger map, get the game mechanics up to 2024 standard and the graphics up, I think that'd be a good thing. Panda, I'm gonna have to check out Space Marines. I don't know much about it. Raven is viewing from the Caribbean. That's awesome. Yeah, we never spent a lot of time in the Caribbean. We did take a few of those big, massive cruise tour boats in the Caribbean, but we did spend most of our time in the Bahamas when we were sailing on our little boat, so that's always fun. Warhammer 4000. I don't know if I've played Warhammer either. New dude says we're about to win this game. Focus. Yeah, this is probably going to be our last game, so we need to try really hard. Wise man, I learned not to stay in the bunker buster. I learned not to say they threw the bunker buster through a window. Yes, I got killed. Yeah, with a bunker buster, you kind of got to get out of there as quick as possible. They took the bunker busters away for a while, then all of a sudden they came back, so I don't know what the difference is. Tequila Man, duos. No, we're going to keep playing solos one more time. But we are going to try. There may be some camping involved, so I don't want to hear the anti-campers yell at me too much. I'm trying to catch up on all the new dude chats over on YouTube. That's why I look like a deer in headlights over here. All right, so we have to do the bunker. There's no way to really compete with foresight unless you have it also. Oh no, we just got mauled. Adam, will you be playing teams soon? Usually my game plan for the day is I wake up in the morning, I stream for a couple hours like we're doing now. Then I'll get outside and do an outdoor project, usually something fun. And usually that'll last 3 or 4 hours, and then maybe lunch with my wife or something, and then I'll come back in and break out a beer or two and log on to the Warzone. So usually it's like 3 o'clock Eastern time is when I get back on and play teams. All right, looks like the circle is going to end over by cargo or power. I can't really tell. So we should do the right thing and go somewhere else. If we're trying to win it, we need to get a bunker inside the circle. We have at least 2 people going with us. We know we can't win a pistol fight. So the right thing to do is to fly away. Oh, we got beat down by the last guy. I really tried hard to get that. Weps, what's up? Welcome in. Hope your Monday's going well. All right, let's get out of here real quick. It's a shame. We went through the skylight. We got the contract. We killed the one guy. And got super lucky on that. All right. We're back. We have $500 to our name. And nothing. A lot of nothing. Let's go get a contract. High alert. That's goodish. Longer range option. I don't know if the MTZ is good, but I feel like I hear somebody. It's awesome. Why is that box so white, or that bag? This door is already open, so there's somebody in here. Take the striker. let's get out of here. Nothing good is going to happen in this building. Alright, well, he deserved that. Log re-entry is good. Still need our contract. We actually weren't looking for that gunfight. We were just looking to get to our contract, and we heard him banging around in there. Probably would have been a bad thing to not take it. We have to go like 18 miles to get to the next box. This just feels like a bad run up this hill. Got a most wanted over here looking at us. Got our sneakers, that's good. Got a car going into the bunker. Alright, well that's a good thing. I don't know why the colors are all screwed up this game. We noticed that earlier. One of the boxes were all white, and now everything's screwed up, so definitely have some problem going on here. That's the way that goes. Foresight. I'm not sure what he was thinking. It's another foresight. We should probably grab it so somebody else doesn't get it. We'll burn it too. All right, let's go get our loadout. So all I tried to do there, and I know it probably didn't help, was immediately jump backwards as soon as I revived. I don't know if he was waiting for me to revive and then he was just going to shoot me, but he did something poorly. Somebody at our loadout. Somebody behind us too. Got a car inbound, so that's awesome. Yeah, that was bad. Should have just kept getting distance instead of returning to that thing there. And that's the way that goes. So that's what happens when you push too hard. So we ended up with 7 operator kills. But yeah, we were just pushing too much, and that's never ever going to be a good thing. So yeah, 7 operator kills. We ended 58. That's about right. All right, and that's probably it. New Dude thought we were going to win it. Did you fish off your sailboat? Catch any dolphin? Cross? Yeah, we used to catch a lot of mahi. We would catch a lot of barracuda. I caught a mutton snapper. Lots of stuff. Anyway,